Ram Ram, Namaste everyone. Welcome you all to session 24 of Samskritasri Pathamala 2. Today we will revise the Dring Lakara because we have not seen the forms yet. We'll see that, we'll do some practice exercises, and if time permits, we will start Halanta Shabdas. Let us begin with the Mangala Shlokas. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vikhnopashantaye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalas Phatikakritim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Saraswati Namaste Stu Veena Pustakadharini Hamsavahanamaruhe Vidyadanam Kurushvame. So the Subhashitam for today is Sprishannapi Gajo Bhanti Jigrannapi Bhujankamaha Hasannapi Dripaha Hanti. Dripo is Dripaha. Manayannapi Durjanaha. So sprishan means one who is touching. It is the present participle of sprish dhatu, sprishati. So the elephant kills by mere touching, by the mere touch. The snake kills by merely smelling. The king just by laughing. And the wicked person, even when it seems that he is honoring somebody, actually he is only making plans for destroying that person. So this shows how dangerous a wicked person can be. So sprishan is to touch, is as one is touching. Jigran is to smell. Hasan, hasati, to laugh or to laugh. And Manayan is to honor or to give respect to somebody. So we will do Shabda Ratanam. Those who are willing to try, please raise your hand. Vatsala.
Namaste, Bhagini.
Ram, namaste.
Ram, and our pranams for the Guru Purnima that was just yesterday, and our pranams to start and do our best.
I dedicate.
And learning better and improving my skills in Sanskrit recitation. I would like to say the Idam Shabdam.
So I rededicate all the pranams to the Gurus. So let us start now. Yes, Eka Shabda, you can start. Pullinga in the first.
Idam Shabdam. Shall I start Idam Shabdam?
You want to do Idam? Okay. You can.
Makaranta Napunsakalinga Idam Shabda. Idam
It is all the three lingas. You can start with Pullingam, Strilingam, and then the Napumsakalingam.
Oh, Pullingam. Oh,
or if you want to do Napumsakalingam first, that is also fine.
Yeah, I just kept the Napumsakalingam first.
Okay, sure.
Idam Shabdam. Makaranta Strilinga Idam Shabdaha. Iyam ine imaha. Imam enam. Ine ene. Imaha enaha. Anaya enaya. Abhyam abhi. Asyai abhyam abhyaha. Asyaha abhyam abhyaha. Asyaha anayoho asam. Enayoho asam. Asyam anayoho enayoho asu. Makaranta Pullinga Idam Shabdaha. Ayam imau ime. Imam imau iman. Enam
there also we have two forms. Imam enam.
Imam enam. Imau enau iman enan. Anena eneta abhyam aibihi. Enena abhyam aibihi. Asmai ebihi. Asmai abhyam ebhyaha. Asmat abhyam ebhyaha. asya anayoho esham.
Enayoho. There also there are two forms.
Anayoho. Asya anayoho enayoho esham. Asmin enayoho eshu.
Anayoho enayoho eshu.
Then the
and
third
then
one will be
Napunsaka.
Napunsakalinga. Idam ime makaranta napunsakalinga idam shabdaha. Idam ime imani. Idam ime imani.
There also
Anena,
there are two forms.
Anena enena abhyam ebihi. Asmai
In the Dvitiya
abhyam.
Vibhakti, there are two forms in all the vachanas. So, idam ena, ime ene,
idam ena,
enat, takara ending. Idam enat, ime ene, imani enani.
Oh, okay, okay. Asmai abhyam ebhyaha, asmat abhyam ebhyaha, asya anayoho enayoho esham, asmin anayoho enayoho eshu.
Samyak. Uttam.
Thank you.
Dhanyavadaha. Shri Ranjani Mohan Ram.
Namaste.
Ram. Namaste. Eka Shabda.
Eka Akarantah Eka Shabdah Trishu Lingeshu Ne
Pullinga.
Pullinga.
Nityam Ekavachanam.
Nityam Ekavachanam Pullinga. Ekah Ekah Ekam.
No, Pullinga.
Ekena.
Dvitiya Vibhakti is
Ekam. Ekam. Ekaihi.
No, Ekaihi is plural, isn't it? So we have only singular.
Ekah. Ekah. Ekena.
Dvitiya is Ekam.
Ekam.
Yeah.
Ekah. Ekam. Ekena. Ekabi.
Like Tasmai for Chaturthi, we have
Ekasmai. Ekasma. Ekasmai. Ekasmat. Ekasmaha.
Ekasya.
Ekasya. Ekasya. Ekasma. Ekasma. Ekasmai.
Ekasmin is Saptam. Just like, yes. So in Tad Shabda, if you take only the Ekavachana forms, from Chaturthi onwards, it is very similar to that. So, like Sahatam, then we have Tena Tas.
A little bit confused.
Yeah. Tena Tasmai, Tasmat, Tasya, Tasmin. So similarly, the same thing in Eka Shabda also. So Ekaha, Ekam, Ekena, Ekasmai, Ekasmat, Ekasya, Ekasmin.
Ekasya, Ekasmin.
So in Strilinga, sure.
Shall I repeat?
Yeah.
Ekaha, Ekam, Ekena, Ekasmai, Ekasmat, Ekasmat, Ekasya, Ekasmin.
Yes.
Okay.
In Strilinga?
Strilinga, Nitya Bahu, Nitya Ekavachana.
Ekavachanantah. It is the anta which is Ekavachana.
Nitya Ekavachanantah, Strilinga. Ekam,
Eka.
Eka, Ekam, Ekasyai,
Ekaya, Tritiya is
Ekaya, Ekasyai,
Ekasyaha, like Tasyam, what do you get? Ekasyam. No, last is Septami is Ekasyam, just like Tasyam. Yeah. Can you repeat it from the beginning?
Yes.
Eka.
Eka, Ekam, एकया एकस्यै एकस्यै एकस्याः एकस्याः एकस्यां.
Correct. Then Napumsakalinga.
नपुंसकलिङ्गे एकम् एकम् एकेन एकेन एकस्मै एकस्मात् एकस्य एकस्मिन् एकस्मात् एकस्य एकस्मिन्.
Ekasmin. Yes. Uttam. Dhanyavadah.
Thank you.
Usha Divate. Can you try the Yushmat Shabda?
Namaskara Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Dakarantaha Yushmat Shabdaha Tvam Ivam Yuyam.
Here also you can say Trishu Lingeshu Samana Rupaha Yushmat Shabda. Because there is no gender difference in this. Asmat and Yushmat. You can say Trishu Lingeshu Samana Rupaha Yushmat Shabda.
Trishu Lingeshu Samana Rupaha Yushmat Shabdaha Tvam Ivam Yuyam Tvam Tva Ivam Vam Yushman Vaha Tvaya Ivabhyam Yushmabhihi Tubhyam Te Ivabhyam Vam Yushmabhyam Vaha
After Tubhyam it is Tvat.
Tvat Ivabhyam Yushmat Tava Te Ivayoho Vam Yushmakam Vaha Tvai Ivayoho Yushmasu.
So, idam is over. Can you try the Laghu Shabda in Pullinga? This can
Guru
come as
Shabda.
it is Guru Shabda, exactly.
Laghu Shabdaha, like Guru Shabdavat, right?
Yeah.
Ukarantaha Pumlingaha Guru Shabdaha Laghu Shabdaha Guru Laguhu Lagu Lagavaha He Lagho He Lagu He Lagavaha Lagum Lagu Lagoon Laguna Lagubhyam Lagubihi Lagu Lagave Lagubhyam Lagubhyaha Lagoho Lagubhyam Lagubhyaha Lagoho Lagoho Laguna Lagau Lagoho Lagushu.
Lagushu. Sam. Uttam. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah Bhagini.
Jahnavi Satish.
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. So the Laghu Shabda, like the Ukaranta Dhenu Shabda in Strilinga.
Yes, ma'am. It should be Laghu, Laghuhu, Laghu, Laghavaha, Laghum, Laghu, Laghun.
No, here like Dhenu, it will be Laghu.
Oh, sorry. Laghuhu. Should it be Laghva?
Correct.
Laghubhyam, Laghubhi,
Yes.
Laghave, Laghubhyam.
So from Chaturthi, there are two forms, isn't it? Dhenvai, Dhenave. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
So then it will be Dhenve, Dhenave. So
Dhenvai, Dhenave. So Laghvai, Laghave.
Laghvai, Laghave, Laghubhyam, Laghubhyah.
Yes.
Then it is Laghoho.
Again, we have Dhenvaha, Dhenuho. So Laghvaha, Laghoho.
Yes, ma'am. Laghvaha.
From the 4th to 7th, there are two forms in Ekavachana.
Yes, ma'am. So shall I say from the 4th one, Chaturthi?
Yes. Yes.
Laghvai, Laghave, Laghubhyam, Laghubhyah, Laghvaha, laghoho, laghubhyam, laghubhyah, laghvaha, laghoho, laghvoho, laghunam, laghvam.
Lagho. You said lagho, right?
Yes, ma'am. Laghoho.
Yeah.
Laghvoho, laghunam,
Hmm.
laghvam, laghau,
Samyak.
laghvoho, laghushu.
Samyak.
He laghoho, he laghu, he laghavah.
And I thought you said the Sambodhana earlier.
No, ma'am, I
Anyway,
didn't
it's
say there. I say
okay.
I only in
At the end. Okay. So the Napumsakalinga forms.
so that will be like Madhu Shabda.
One is like Madhu, and the from the Chaturthi onwards, it will be like Guru also. Because this is an adjective, it is available in the same rupa in all the three lingas, right? Laghu is there in Pullinga, Strilinga, and in Napumsakalinga. So we get forms, alternate forms from the Tritiya Vibhakti onwards in all the, in the Ekavachanas and the 6 and 7 Dvivachanas.
Yes, ma'am. So it should be laghu, laghuni, laghuni, laghu, laghuni, laghuni, laghuna, laghubhyam, laghubhihi, laghune, laghave,
Yes.
laghubhyam, laghubhyah, laghunaha, laghoho, laghubhyam, laghubhyah. Laghunaha, laghunoho, laghunoho, laghur.
Laghunaha, laghoho, that is for Ekavachana.
Panchami Vibhakti, laghunaha, laghoho.
Yes.
And then it should be laghubhyam, laghubhyah.
Yes.
Laghunaha, laghoho.
Yes.
Laghvoho, laghnoho, laghuna.
Laghuno.
Yes, ma'am. Laghunoho, laghushu. He laghu, he laghu.
Shashti Bahuvachanam, there is only one form, Laghuna.
Shashti Bahuvachanam is laghuna.
Yes, only one form is there. Yes. And then
Saptami
in Saptami.
Laghuni, laghau.
Yes.
Laghunoho, laghvoho, laghushu.
Yes. Uttam. And then Sambodhana you will tell at the end, right?
Yes, ma'am. He laghu, he lagho, he laghu. Sorry. He laghuni, he laghuni.
Laghuni. Yes. Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
So we saw the Rit Lakara first in the Samanya Bhavishyat Kalaha. It is the future tense. And there was some homework given in that. So if somebody has tried it and would like to attempt it now, please raise your hand. Anne Marie.
Namaste.
Namaste.
My father will go to Kashi. Mama pita Kashim gamishyati.
Uttam.
I will bring a letter.
I will be writing a letter. Is it the correct question? Okay.
I will be writing a letter. I don't know why. I will be writing a letter. Aham patram alikhami. Lekhishyami.
Lekhishyam. It is lekhishyam.
Lekhishyami.
Yes.
The train will arrive from Rameshwaram Patikayam Rameshwarat Agamishyati.
So Pattika Yanam or Patti Yanam, is it?
Patikayanam.
Yanam, okay. Pattika Yanam Rameshwara
Agamishyati.
Agamishyati. Yes.
How will Sita live without Rama? Sita Ramam Bina Katham Jivishyati.
Samik. Katham Jivishyati. Ramena Vina or Ramam Vina? Both are okay. Okay. So there are just 3 more sentences. You can try them as well.
To some of them, I did not know all the words.
No problem. I will. You just try.
They will speak the truth. They will speak the truth. Te satyam vadishyanti.
Sam vadishyanti.
The headmaster will be distributing the prizes. Headmaster, I don't know how to say.
You can say that Pradhana Acharyaha, or you can say Pradhyapakaha, both are okay. And prizes, yeah, you know the word for prizes?
Paritoshika.
Paritoshikani.
Paritoshikani.
Yes. And for distribution?
Dadati. Dadati.
That is to give. Distributing is Vitarishyati.
Vitarishyati. Okay.
Vitarati is to distribute. So will be distributing will be Vitarishyati.
So headmaster was Pradhanacharyaha Paritoshikan Vitarishyati. Shri Balamurali Krishna will be singing in the music hall. Balamurali Krishna music Sangeet Karyalaya
Sangeeta Sabhayam.
Sabhayam Gasyati.
Gasyati. So Shriman Balamurali Krishna Varyaha Sangeeta Sabhayam Gasyati. Uttamam. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah.
So next we saw the Ring Lakara, which is the conditional mode. Here we saw that there have to be 2 actions and the second one should depend on the first, and the first one hasn't taken place, and that is because we have the second one hasn't taken place because the first did not happen, because they are connected. So if this meaning has to be conveyed, then we use the Ring Lakara. Yadi aham dhanam adasyam tarhi apanikah dhanyam adasyat. If I had given money, then the shopkeeper could have given me the grains. So here it is obvious that he did not get the grains, and that is because he did not give the money. Yadi tvam samyak apadhishyah parikshayam uttirnah abhavishyah. If you had studied well, then you would have passed in the exam. Yadi aham Chennai nagaram agamishyam tam tatra adrakshyam. Drakshyam is I would have seen. So if I had gone to Chennai, I would have seen him. So it's obvious that I have not seen him because I did not go to Chennai in the first place. So the forms are like this for da and yach. Yachati is the lat lakara. Ayachat is the lang lakara. Dasyati is future. So with the dasyati rupa, if you give a form which is like the lang lakara, like the akara in the beginning, and the ending is also like exactly like the lang lakara, adasyat, that gives you the ring lakara rupa of that dhatu. Similarly, pathat, pathati, apadhat, pathishyati, apadhishyat. For bhu, bhavasi, this is in Madhyama Purusha. Bhavasi, abhavaha. Bhavishyasi, abhavishyah. Gam and gach, gachami, uttama purusha. Agacham, gamishyami, agamishyam. Drish or pash, pashyami, apashyam. For Rit Lakara, it changes into draksh. Drakshyami, adrakshyam. So the rupas are like this. So this is for gam dhatu. Anybody would like to try? You can raise your hand. K. Padma.
Ram Ram Madam.
Ram Ram. Would you like to try the Ring Lakara rupas of gam?
All the one I have to say, that.
Yes, all the 9 forms.
Okay.
This is exactly, so Gamish will be in the middle. The beginning and end
Gamish,
is like Lang Lakara. So you have to add Akara in the beginning and the ending is exactly like Lang Lakara.
Okay. Agamishyat.
Yes. That is the Ekavachana. Prathama Purusha Ekavachana.
Agamishyat, agamisyatam, agamisyanti.
Agamishyan. Like Agachan, it is Agamishyan.
Agamisyan, okay. Again, Madhyama Purusha, agamishyah.
Yes.
Agamisyatam, agamishyata.
Samyak.
Agamishyam.
Yes.
Agamishyama, agamishyava.
Uttam. So, Agamishyatam, Agamishyan, Agamishyaha, Agamishyashatam, Agamishyata, Agamishyam, Agamishyava, Agamishyama. Uttam. Can you try the next dhatu similarly? That is Pad.
Apata.
So here we need to have the Rit Lakara Rupa in the middle. Patishyati. So apatishyat.
Apatyash. Okay, fine. Apatishyat, apatisyatam, apatishyan.
Apadishyatam, apadishyan.
Apatishyaha, apatisyatam, apatishyata.
Samyak.
And apatishyam, apatishyava, apatishyama.
Uttam. Uttam. Samyak. Dhanyavada. Prakash Mohini Bhavini. Namaste. The next is Pa or Diva. Here the Rit Lakara is Pasyati.
Pasyati.
The middle portion will be similar to that.
Ring Lakara Pashabd. Apasyat, apasyatam, apasyan. Apasyaha, apasyatam, apasyat. Apasyam, apasyata, apasyam, apasyav, apasyama.
Yeah. Uttam. Can you try the next one also? Here, the Rit is Vatsyati. So the Takara comes before the Sakara. Vatsyati is the Rit Lakara form. So the first Ekavachana Prathama Purusha Rupa of the Rit will be Avatsyat. Avatsyat.
Is to live, na?
Sorry?
To live.
Yes, to live. Vasati.
Avatsyat, avatasyam,
Avatsyatam.
avatasya, avatsyan,
Yes.
avasyaha, avasyatam, Avatsyata, Avatsyam, Avatsyava, Avatsyam.
Just
In that sentence, Sita
yes.
lived with, in that we can write this also. Avatsya.
So this is more like
Vatsati. Vatsati. We can write Vatsati.
so here the word live is used in the sense of the place of residing. So to reside somewhere, no, rather than to live itself. So we can say live in a general sense, but then it means more to reside in a particular place. So vasati means that to stay or to live. Just a second. There is just one more, so you can try that as well. After was stha and tishtha. So here the lit lakara rupa, do you remember of stha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isthasyati, isthasyatah, isthasyanti.
Yes. So for ring, it will be
Isthasyat, isthasyatam.
asthasyat.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Asthasyat, asthasyatam, asthasyatam. Yan.
Asthasyan.
Asthasyan. Asthasya, asthasyatam, asthasyat.
Ta. Yes.
Asthasyam, asthasyav, asthasyam.
Yes. Uttam. Dhanyavadah. Is it paritoshikani or paritoshikam? It is in the plural, so paritoshikani. But I think it is a paritoshikaha. I'm not sure if it is pullinga or napumsakalinga. I will check that. So it could be paritoshikan if it is pullinga bahuvachana. I'll check that and confirm to you. So here again are the sentences of the Ring Lakara. Yadi Hanuman samudram na atarishyat tarhi saha sitam na adrakshyat. If Hanuman had not crossed the ocean, he would not have seen Sita. So seeing Sita depended on him crossing the ocean. Yadi tvam mama prativedanam adrakshyah tarhi tava ajna samichina abhavishyat. If you had seen my report, then your order would have been correct or justified. Yadi mama vakyam asatyam abhavishyat tarhi aham pranam atyakshyam. So if my words had been false, I would have given up my life. Yadi vayam padham samyak apadhishyama tarhi vayam uttirnaha abhavishyama. So had we read well, we would have passed the examination. So this is the usage of the Ring Lakara. It is not a tense exactly. It indicates the conditional mood. The homework was to try and do the translation exercises given in Anuvadamala 24 and 25. Somebody wants to try, you can raise your hand. Amita Bhargava.
Ram Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Asyam kakshayam sapta vargaha santi. This class has 7 divisions.
Yes.
वर्गः ख वर्गः ग वर्गः घ वर्गः ञ घ वर्गः च वर्गः छ वर्गः इति एतेषां नाम. The name Nama. Their names are K class, K class, Kh class, G.
Okay. Whatever. Cha class and cha.
एकस्मिन् वर्गे 30 मानवाकाः पठन्ति. In one section, 20 students study.
Trimshat is, I don't think you have come across this word. Trimshat is 30.
30.
And yes. So, ekasmin, do you recognize the rupa, which is the vibhakti there?
It is 7th vibhakti.
And it qualifies vargaha. So,
Varga.
ekasmin varge. Varge is in saptami, so ekasmin varge. Uttam. So, there are 30 students in one section.
Panchanam manavakanam ekah neta. 5
Panchanam manavakanam. So, both are shashti bahuvachana.
5 students have one leader.
Samyak.
Tava varge kati netaraha santi. In your section, how many leaders are there?
Yes. So this netaraha, do you recognize which rupa this is?
Netra shabda pulingaha. Netra
Yeah.
pulingaha shabda.
And the vachana?
Pratham bahuvachana.
Prathama vibhakti bahuvachana.
Bahuvachana.
So neta,
Neta, netarau, netaraha.
Samyak. Neta, netaro. So how many leaders are there in your section? Uttama. So you can do the next set as well.
Mama kakshayam trichaturaha. No, mama kakshanam panchanetraha bhavanti. In my class, there are 5 leaders.
Yes. So it is kakshya, yeah. So it's strilinga, kakshya shabda. Akaranta shabda.
7,
Yes.
saptami.
Saptami.
Mama varge gopalaha ramucha patataha. So, in my section, Gopal and Ramu study.
Yes.
Varge 7th and Mama. I.
Yes. Shashti.
Kim Srinivasaha Vasudevaha cha tava varge patataha. Do Srinivas and Vasudev study in your section? Tava? Your.
Tava is
Okay. Mama
which
tava.
shabda?
Shashti.
Shashti ekavachana. Which shabda is this?
Yushmad.
Yushmad. Yes.
Srinivasaha mama varge patati. Srinivasa studies in my section.
Yes.
Vasudevaha cha varge patati. Vasudeva studies in cha section.
Yes. So this is the next exercise. I will request somebody else to try this. Dhanyavada. Samyak kritam. Uttam. Dhanyavada. Priyadarshini.
Namaste Begin.
Rama. Namaste.
Mama kakshyayam trichaturaka vidyarthinaga puraskaran labhante.
Yes.
3 intelligent boys got the prize in my class?
So, Mama Kakshayam, in my class, Trichaturaha, do you remember the usage of this? 3 is 3, Chatur is 4. So, this represents an approximate number, 3 or 4.
3 or 4 students.
Like Ekadvaha, Dvitrayaha, like that. Do you remember the usages of the approximate numbers, 3 or 4, 4 or 5, etc., Panchashaha, etc.? So this is 3 or 4, 3 and Chatura, 3 or 4, Vidyarthinaha. So this is a Nakaranta Shabda, and it is the Prathama Bahuvachana. And Puraskaran Labhante, they get the prize.
Prize. Ditiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Puraskaran Labhanti. They obtained, they got the prizes.
Yes. 3 or 4 students are getting the prize. So Labhante is in Latlakar. Yeah.
Asmin Vatsare Ramuhu Sarvesha Manavakanam Uttamaha. This year, Vatsare.
Vatsara. Yes. Vatsaraha is year. Asmin is Saptami Ekavachanam.
Saptami Ekavachanam. In this year, Ramu is the best among the students.
Yes.
Among all, best among all.
Yes. So these are both Shashti Bahuvachana. Sarvesham Manavakana Uttamaha Samyak Patati. So this year Ramu is the best student of all.
I have a question here.
Yes.
Manavaka is Prathama Vibhakti or Manavaka? What is the difference? Manavaka or Manavaka?
Manavakaha is Ekavachana. Manavakaha is plural.
Manavakaha. It is not Manavaka. Manavakaha.
Manavakaha. Yes.
Okay. Tasmai Pankashani Pustakani Paritoshakani Dattani. It's all Napumsakalinga Shabdaka.
Yes, because Pustakani and Paritoshikani is also Napumsakalinga.
Vidya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Pustakani Paritoshakani means Panchashani Pustakani Paritoshakayani Dattani. 5.
So, yes, go ahead.
5 books. 5 books.
So Panchashaha. Panchasha, do you remember? Panchashani. It is a Pancha and Shat. So it is 5 or 6. He is not sure of the number. So 5 or 6 is Panchasha. Because it's plural in Napumsakalinga, we say Panchashani.
To them, 5 or 6 books were given.
As prize, yes. 5 or 6.
Dattani means Kodukapattadu, or how can we say in Tamil?
Exactly. So this is a passive voice sentence. Datta is a past passive participle. So were given to him. Tasmai is to him. 5 or 6 books were given as prize.
Srinivasaka Kakshayam Dvitiyaha. In the class, Srinivasa is the second.
Srinivasa is the second in class. You can try the next sentence.
Tasmai Lekhani Datta. Lekhani, he got the pencil. He was given the pencil. He was given the pencil. Datta.
So here, that is why we are not using the Dvitiya Vibhakti of Lekhani. Otherwise, Te Tasmai Lekhani Ayachan. So if it had been like that, then we would have used the second case. Lekhani, we would have said. Here it is the passive voice usage. So Datta means it was given. So it is In the Prathama Vibhakti, it's a Lekhani.
Lekh.
Okay.
Tasmai Lekhini Datta. Rama Tritiya. Rama is third.
Yes.
Tasyai Peti Datta. She got the box.
She was given
given the box. She was
Yes.
given the box.
She,
Ahamapi Paritoshakaya Sprihayami. I also get the prize. Here Sprihayami, present tense, so I also get the prize.
Sprihayati is to desire for something. So ahamapi paritoshikaya, for a prize I desire. So
Chaturthi vibhakti ki paritoshakaya.
Yes, very good. Paritoshikaya sprihayami.
Ataha samyak pathan patami. Therefore, I study well. I study the lessons.
Yes, I read the lessons. Dhanyavada. Samyak. Some questions. So Vidyarthinaha is the Vidyarthin Shabda. The Prathama Ekavachana form is Vidyarthi. Vidyarthi, Vidyarthinau, Vidyarthinaha. So it is a Nakaranta Shabda. We have not seen Nakaranta or Halanta Shabdas. We are just starting that now, right now. Next is, can you give the corresponding words for the language Lat simultaneously while explaining? What does that mean? Vatsala,
I wanted to know when we are saying the different lat lakar and using them in the table that you are doing, I would like to know which corresponding lat lakar in the table and the mood or tense, whatever we are talking in the English form also. So it will help me to write it and understand it better.
Okay, so you want to know the lakara as well as the
and
dhatu.
The English words, whether it is
Sure.
conditional mood or imperative. I understood,
Okay.
but while you're doing it in the table form, I'm unable to decipher which goes for what.
Okay, I will do. Sure.
Thank you very much.
Dhanyavad. So we will start Halanta Sadharana Shabdaha. So if you remember, we had seen a few classes ago the types of Shabdas that we generally categorize the Shabdas into. The first is Ajanta Shabdas, where we have the Sadharana Shabdas and the Vishesha Shabdas. We have seen quite a few Ajanta Sadharana Shabdas till now. Now we said that there are also Halanta Shabdas, again the same categorization into Sadharana and Vishesha Shabdas. Apart from this, we have the Sarvanama Shabdas, we have seen quite a few of them, and the Sankhya Vachaka Shabdas, we have seen some numbers till Dasha. So I also told you how the words Ach and Hal are obtained in the Maheshwara Sutras. The Maheshwara Sutras form the basis of Paninian Vyakarana. So here the alphabet is given in a particular order in order to enable construction of the sutras. And that is done with the help of abbreviations like Ach and Hal. Ach represents all the swaras. So the order goes like this: Ayun, Rilip, Aom, I ouch, Hayavarat, Lan, Yamangananam, Jabhai, Ghadadhash, Japagadadash, Khabhachatatha, Chatatav, Kapai, Shashasar, and Hal. So Akara to Chakara. This Chakara is not part of the Swara. All the last letters are Hal Varnas, if you notice, and they are just used for construction of these abbreviations. So A to Ch has the vowels A, E, U, R, L, A, O, and I, O. That represents the Swaras Ach. So Ajanta, when we say Ajanta, if an Ach letter is at the end of the Shabda, like Rama, it has Akara. Sita, it has Akara. So here, though only Akara is given, it represents both Akara and Akara. Similarly, E represents the Dirgha Rupa as well. And Ukara also, the Dirgha Ukara, R as well, the Dirgha Rikara. Similarly, Hal has all the consonants listed out in it. So Hayavarat, Lan, Yamamananam, Jabhai, all these things form the consonants. Hal means Vyanjanam. That is how we get Halanta and Ajanta. Though we say that all the Vyanjana Varnas are Halantas, Halas, Hal Shabda, all Hal Varnas, the Halanta Shabdas have only the words ending in these letters, which is Chakara, Jakara, Dakara, Dakara, Dhakara. This is Chavarga, the, and the in the Tavarga. Of course, Nakara is also in the same Varga, and Bha in the Pavarga. Then in the Antasthas, we have Repa and Va, and Sha, Sa, Ha, Ushmanaha. But in this course, in Pathamala 2, we will be seeing some words which end in Chakara, Jakara, Takara, Dakara, and Dhakara. The other words we will be seeing later. So generally, if you see, these are the pratyayas or the sup pratyayas or the vibhakti pratyayas. If you remember, we said that the shabda or the pratipadika, we add the sup pratyaya in order to get a subanta or namapada. The pratyayas which we add are the same. These are the same for all shabdas. But in halantas, we see that these pratyayas are very visibly seen. So it is very important to know the 21 pratyayas that are added to the shabdas to get the different vibhakti rupas. So it goes like this: S, Au, Aha. The Sambodhana also gets the same pratyayas, S, Au, and Aha, because that is also the Prathama Vibhakti. It is just a different form of the Prathama Vibhakti itself. And we saw even in the Ajanta Shabdas that if at all there is a difference between Prathama and Sambodhana Prathama, it is only in the Ekavachana form. In the Dvivachana and Bahuvachana, there is no difference between the Prathama and Sambodhana Prathama. Dvitiya is Au, Aha. Tritiya A, Bhyam, Bhihi. Chaturthi E, Bhyam, Bhyaha. Panchami Aha, Bhyam, Bhyaha. Shashthi Aha, Oho, Am. And Saptami I, Oho, Su. Now if you notice, I have marked some in blue. The blue colored pratyayas are all those which begin with a Vyanjana or a Hal Varna. So now we are going to look at all the shabdas which are ending in a Hal Varna, but it is also important to see what the pratyaya begins with. So the ending of the shabda and the beginning of the pratyaya are going to be combined. So it makes it important to analyze the beginning of the pratyaya. So in Prathama Ekavachana, in Tritiya, Chaturthi and Panchami, the Dvivachana, Bahuvachana, and in Saptami, Bahuvachana, we have the Hal ending, Hal beginning pratyaya. So just make a note of this. It will be useful when we are looking at the different Shabda Rupas of Halantas. Now, generally, the study of the Halanta Shabdas is very, very simple for these reasons. mostly the Pullinga, Strilinga forms are very similar to each other. Even in Napumsakalinga, only the first two vibhaktis. When I say two, I include the Sambodhana Rupa also. First two vibhaktis are different. The others are exactly like the Pullinga Rupa. And if you know this table which I just showed you, then the forms very, very closely follow that table. And even in the forms which are different, the only variations that you might find are in the Prathama, Sambodhana Prathama and Tritiya Vibhakti. From Tritiya onwards, all forms are very similar. So if you know one Rupa, you will know all the Rupas which are of that type. So these are the Shabdas that we will be seeing. The first one is the Chakaranta Jalamuch Shabda. This is a Pullinga Shabda. It means a cloud. So Jalam Munchati. It gives water, right? So it releases water. So it is a cloud. Jalamuch. It is a Pullinga Shabda. Jalamuk is the Prathama Ekavachana form. Jalamuchau, Jalamuchaha. Vach is a Strilinga Shabda. Here only the Prathama Vibhakti forms are given. And it means speech. Vak, Vachau, Vachaha. Vishaj is a Pullinga Shabda. It means a doctor. If you notice in Vishnu Sahasranama, you get Bheshajam, Bhishaka, right? So this is the Vishaj Shabda. It means a doctor. Bhishak is a Prathama Ekavachana form. Bhishajau, Bhishajaha. Sraj is a Strilinga Shabda. It means garnet. Srak, Srajau, Srajaha. Asraj is a Napumsakalinga Shabda. Asrik, Asraji, Asranji. This is blood. Marut is Takaranta Pullinga Shabda. Marut, Marutau, Marutaha. It means wind. Sarit, it is a river. Strilinga Shabda. Sarit, Saritau, Saritaha. Takaranta Napumsakalinga Shabda is Jagat, Jagati, Jaganti. It means the world. Pachat is a, so from the Pach Dhatu, we add a Shatru Pratyaya. Shatru is nothing but a present participle. We will learn about this in detail later. But just know that in the same Pachat Shabda, we have the Rupas in Pullinga, Strilinga and Napumsakalinga. And because it is a Shatru Pratyaya, we have added a Shatru Pratyaya, or the participle can be in Pullinga, Strilinga and Napumsakalinga because they will serve as adjectives. So it has to be available in all the lingas. So in Pullinga, it will be Pachat, Pachantau, Pachantaha. In Strilinga, it becomes Pachanti. It becomes an Ikaranta Shabda. So it is no longer a Halanta Shabda. It is a Ajanta Shabda, Ikaranta Shabda, which is exactly like the Nadi Shabda. All Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda, for now at least, they will be similar to the Nadi Shabda. The Pachat Shabda in Napumsakalinga, there is a small correction which you have to make in the textbook. It is given as Pachat, Pachati, Pachanti, but it has to be Pachat, Pachanti, Pachanti. So it is, this Nakara has to be added in the middle. Just make a note of that. It is a small correction that you have to make. Dhimat is again a Pullinga Shabda. And it is, the forms are Dhiman, Dhimantau, Dhimantah. Dhi means intellect. So somebody with intellect or an intelligent person is called Dhiman. If it is Pullinga, we say Dhiman. Strilinga, Dhimati, and in Napumsakalinga, Dhimat. Here again, it is available in all the three lingas because it will serve as an adjective. So adjectives have to be there in all three lingas. Depending on the gender of the Visheshya Pada, we use the corresponding gender. Then Mahat. Mahat is great. Mahan, Mahantau, Mahantah. Mahat in Stri is Mahati. Again, here it is exactly like Nadi Shabda, Ikaranta Shabda. It is not a Halanta Shabda in Strilinga. Mahati, Mahatyau, Mahatyah. Mahat in Napumsakalinga is Mahat, Mahati, Mahanti. Divishat is a Dakaranta Shabda in Pullinga. This means God. Divishat, it becomes Takara at the end in Prathama Ekavachana. Divishadau, Divishadaha. Kakud is the hunch of, say, a bull or a cow. Kakut, Kakudau, Kakudaha. Hrid, it is an Apumsakalinga. It means the heart. Hrit, Hridi, Hrindi. Shuddha. Here again there is a correction. It is not a Dakaranta Shabda. The Dhakara has to be replaced. The Dakara has to be replaced by Dhakara. It is a fourth letter, Dha. It's a Strilinga Shabda. It means hunger. Shud, Shuddhau, Shuddhaha. This is the Prathama Ekavachana form. We'll see the forms in detail soon. This is just an introduction of all the Shabdas that we'll be seeing. So we will stop there. There are just some questions. I will look at them. If possible, make the questions, clarifications raised in the class visible to all. I'll see how I can change the settings to do that. Dattani means are given or were given. Were given. It is not the present, it is a past passive participle. So it is were given. I think if there was a mistake in the sentence, I'll see where it is and correct it. Why is the root of Dhimati in feminine gender given as Dhimati? Is it also not the Dhimat Shabda? No, it is not the Takaranta Dhimat Shabda. The word becomes Dhimati and so it becomes an Ikaranta Shabda. Is it because it has become Halanta? It has become an Ajanta Ikaranta Shabda. Yes, that is true. It is no longer a Halanta Shabda, it is a Ikaranta Shabda, which is similar to. Pachat forms are correct in the book, like Shabda Manjari. No, the Napumsakalinga Pachat Shabda is Pachat, Pachanti, Pachanti, Dirgha, and then Pachanti, Harasva. So those were the questions. We will stop here. Conclude with the Shanti Mantra. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. There are a couple of more questions. I will answer them. Those who would like to leave, they will. Pachat is masculine, not neuter. No, Pachat is there in all the three lingas because it is an adjective. So it has to be there in all the three lingas. In Napumsakalinga also it is Pachat only. We will be doing the Vach and all the Shabdas, Jalamuch and Vach for the beginning, and then we will do the Bishak and all the other Shabdas. We'll do them in detail in the coming classes. Dhanyavadaha. Shubharatri.